What if I told you that being broke physically lowers your intelligence? Not metaphorically, measurably. In 2013, scientists from Princeton and Harvard published a study in Science, one of the most respected journals on Earth, and the result was so uncomfortable that most people still refuse to believe it. Financial stress drops your cognitive performance by roughly 13 IQ points. 13, that's the same as losing an entire night of sleep. Other researchers compared it to being drunk, which means somewhere out there, right now, a smart, capable person is making a terrible financial decision. Not because they're stupid, but because being broke is making them stupid in that exact moment. And here's the cruelest part. Those bad decisions keep them broke, which keeps draining their IQ, which produces more bad decisions. It's a loop, a trap with no visible walls. Today I'm going to show you exactly how this trap works and the specific ways out of it, because you can't escape a prison you can't see. My name is Sem, and this video might explain the last 10 years of your life. Let's start with the experiment, because it's brilliant. A shopping mall in New Jersey. Researchers approach random people and ask them to think about a simple scenario. Your car needs a repair. How would you handle it? Then they give them standard intelligence tests, pattern recognition, logic, the works. But here's the trick. Half the people were told the repair costs $150. The other half, $1,500. Now watch what happened. When the repair was cheap, poor participants and rich participants scored the same. Same intelligence, same sharpness. Read that again. With a small problem, the poor performed just as well as the rich. But when the repair was $1,500, the wealthy participants' scores didn't move, and the poor participants' scores collapsed by an amount equivalent to about 13 IQ points. Nothing else changed. Same people, same tests, same mall. The only difference was a number in an imaginary scenario. Just thinking about a big expense they couldn't cover consumed so much mental processing power that there wasn't enough left for the test. But maybe poor people just get more nervous, right? The scientists thought of that. So they flew to India, to sugarcane farmers. Why farmers? Because sugarcane pays once a year at harvest, which means the same farmer is broke right before harvest and flush right after. Same person, same brain, same education, two financial states. They tested 464 farmers before and after. The result, after harvest, with money in their pocket, the same farmers scored dramatically better. Before harvest, they made significantly more errors and thought slower. Not different people, the same man, weeks apart. Poverty wasn't correlating with lower intelligence. Poverty was causing it, live, on a switch. So what's actually happening in the brain? The researchers call it bandwidth. Think of your mind as a phone with limited RAM. Every app you run slows the others. Now, guess being broke installs an app that never closes. It's called survival math, and it runs in the background 24/7. Can I pay rent if I fix the car? Which bill can wait? What did that letter from the bank say? How much is in the account? No, don't check. Checking is scary. You know that program. And here's what nobody tells you. That program is expensive. It eats the exact same processing power you need for everything else. Planning, patience, impulse control, learning. The poor aren't worse at thinking. Their brain is busier. A rich person deciding about dinner is running one app. A broke person deciding about dinner is running dinner plus survival math, plus the overdue bill tracker, plus the shame processor. Of course the system lags, and this produces the phenomenon scientists call tunneling. When scarcity grabs your brain, your vision narrows to a tunnel. You see only the urgent thing. This week's fire, today's gap. Everything outside the tunnel goes blurry. And you know what lives outside the tunnel? Everything that would actually save you. The future. Comparing prices calmly, reading the contract, the boring hour it takes to set up an automatic transfer, skill building. Inside the tunnel, a payday loan at insane interest looks reasonable because it solves this week, and this week is all the tunnel shows you. Now the loop is complete, and I want you to see it clearly. Being broke eats your bandwidth. Low bandwidth causes short-sighted decisions. Short-sighted decisions keep you broke, around and around. This is why just make better choices is such useless advice. It's like telling a man carrying a fridge up the stairs to just walk normally. The load is the problem. And before we go further, we let this sink in because it might be the most liberating idea on this channel. If you've made dumb money mistakes when you were broke, it wasn't your IQ, it was your bandwidth. The same brain that panicked and grabbed the payday loan is fully capable of brilliant decisions the moment the load lightens. The farmers proved it. The mall study proved it. Give the poor a small, manageable problem, and they match the rich point for point. You were never the problem. The weight was. So drop the shame. Shame, by the way, also runs in the background and also eats RAM. Okay. So how do you escape a trap whose walls are made of your own drained attention? Not with motivation, with load management. 3 moves. Move 1, automate before you're tired. Remember, your judgment is worst exactly when the pressure is highest. So make the important decisions once, in a calm moment, and lock them in. The automatic transfer on payday. The auto-paid minimums so nothing burns. You're not organizing money. You're uninstalling background apps. Every automated decision is RAM handed back to your brain. Move 2. Shrink the fires before you kill them. The loop feeds on emergencies, so your first savings goal isn't wealth. It's silence. Even $500 of buffer, remember the shield from our first video, doesn't just protect your wallet. It closes the loudest app in your head. People report thinking clearer within weeks of their first small buffer. That's not psychology fluff. That's bandwidth coming home. And move 3. Make big decisions outside the tunnel. Never sign anything, borrow anything, or commit to anything in the panicked moment. The tunnel lies about what's reasonable. Force a delay, 24 hours, 1 night of sleep, 1 conversation with someone outside your storm. You're not weak for needing it. You're literally borrowing someone else's unloaded brain. And one more thing about how you see other people. The next time you catch yourself thinking, how can anyone be so dumb with money? About a friend, a relative, a stranger in the comments, remember the farmers. Same man, 13 points apart, depending on the season. Most stupid financial behavior you see around you is not character. It's load. Judge less, and if you can, take 1 small weight off someone's mind. You might literally make them smarter. So here's my question for you today, and it's a different kind of question. Think back to your most broke period. What's one decision from that time that today you would never make? A loan, a purchase, something you signed? Share it in the comments, and notice when you read the others how similar they all are. That's not a coincidence. That's the tunnel. It shows everyone the same walls. If you want to keep getting your bandwidth back, subscribe. Every few days, one invisible force that runs your money made visible. Remember, you're not bad with money. Your brain is carrying too much. Put something down and watch yourself get smarter. See you in the next video.